In this fast-paced environment, information comes at us from many sources. In the days of print and TV, journalists, editors, broadcasters, authors, and publishers had the authority and the means to convey information to us. Today, as anyone can compose and publish information, the authorship and intent is often unclear. We often read things without really knowing who sent them and with what purpose. The question is, are we really reading as we're being constantly bombarded with information through all our senses? What does it even mean to read nowadays? And, more importantly, how do we go from information to knowledge? These issues are particularly pressing for a teacher. If information is everywhere and no longer confined in books and personified in an authority figure, how do we teach? If information is abundant, but not all of it is trustworthy, how do we learn? Being part of a connected society is a great opportunity, but also a challenge. The idea that today's kids are digital natives has been mostly misread in the last decade. It does mean that they were born at a time when screens are everywhere. But it does not mean that they know how to navigate all this information critically and avail themselves of the opportunities to learn, grow, and contribute to the betterment of their community. Digital literacy, and not merely digital presence, is what's key to inclusion in our society. We went to the Summer Institute in Digital Literacy to discuss these issues with fellow educators and address some of the challenges we face in today's connected schools. Here are some of the questions we wanted to explore. How could we help students find trustworthy sources and understand their role in ensuring a healthy information environment for everyone? How could we help young people acquire media production skills that will support meaningful learning and give them a voice in society? How could we help kids research information more efficiently and more critically, building knowledge instead of simply consuming it? And finally, how could we help educators teach media and information literacy and adopt practices that support creative, student-led learning? One of the things that we learned during DigiURI is that though many teachers practice digital and media literacy in some way or form, we must do so with intent. We learned that inquiry is the basis of learning and that there is no true knowledge without inquiry, analysis, and reflection. That being digitally fluent entails making full use of technology to investigate, collaborate, and create, being conscious and intentional about our creative and technical choices. And that being media literate gives us the means to fully participate in society by having the skills to critically interpret information, actively produce content, and publish and share responsibly. Finally, we understood that because we interact with media and information all the time, media literacy is not a separate subject to be taught in a weekly slot. Rather, it is a layer to be activated and applied to facilitate learning across all subjects. And it can take many forms. And now, what's next? We went to DigiURI because we want Brazilian educators to embrace digital and media literacy and make it part of their everyday practice, which is why we embarked on a journey to train the trainers. After returning home, we brought together a core group of digital literacy leaders in Brazil, journalists, educators, and researchers. Together, we revised the concepts we learned at DigiURI and devised learning strategies for the training sessions we will hold all over the country. Media literacy is for everyone, and it's everyone's job. So please join our movement, come learn with us, and get ready to lead your students to be citizens in our connected society. We hope to see you very soon.